Good day, everyone.
I was born and raised in Detroit. Growing up there, I saw people like me running things.
This is a courtroom, not a circus, so we're gonna calm down.
I'm sorry.
What I found there was a passion that I didn't know existed.
This is the bottom line.
I'm excited to free fall into the limitless possibilities with we the people. So many are fearful of the law. They think it's something that works against them.
I think you need to begin to accept responsibility for your mistakes.
We are the people.
Malik Arnold claims his ex-girlfriend fell out of love with him and his DJ equipment, which she sold when he moved out. Soraya Black says he never came back for it, so she got rid of it. Ms. Black is countersuing for $400.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lauren Lake presiding.
Please be seated.
You are, Your Honor.
Thank you, Sean. Good day, everyone.
Good day, Your Honor.
This is the case of Arnold versus Black. Mr. Arnold, you are suing Ms. Black for $800 for
ma'am.
DJ equipment you say she sold.
Yes, ma'am.
Defendant, you say he never picked the equipment up?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're countersuing for $400 to damage to your furniture.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's start with you, Mr. Arnold. Please tell the court about this DJ equipment.
Well, Your Honor, to start, it was worth $800, and we had an agreement that I would leave it at her house while I was asked to move out our home because she fell out of love with me. So with that being said, the reason why I am suing for my DJ equipment because she went against our agreement that we had because I used that DJ equipment as a side hustle to make extra money for myself and for my kids.
But the agreement was until you got your new place.
Your Honor, with that being stated, I did get in my own place, but within the time being of that I did get it, I had to spend the month at my mom's house because I was back and forth in jobs and everything. And I spent the next month looking for a place, but I didn't solidify a place to the third month. So within the 3 months that I did find my place, I did take a little extra time to get my place, but was still planning to pick up my DJ.
So you're in a relationship, you think everything's going well. How long had you been together before you broke up?
We've been together for 7 years before we break up.
Oh, 7 years. That's a long time.
It's a minute.
So, Ms. Black, you fell out of love with Mr. Arnold. After 7 years, you had to be honest with him.
Yes,
what
ma'am.
happened?
So basically, within the last year of us breaking up, we were just arguing every day about like small things like housework, taking care of the kids. He also has another child outside of the relationship, and he puts in more money into that child. But our kids, it's like I have to step up to the plate just to take care of our own kids.
How many do you have?
Two.
And ages?
They're 2 and 3.
Okay. So you come to him and honestly say, I just don't feel like I'm in love with you anymore. Take me back to that day.
Yeah, so basically with that conversation, I just told him like we're arguing constantly every single day about like, literally just small things, the smallest things.
You all broke up after 7 years and didn't have any conversations?
That's where the fraudulence occurs because I've presented multiple times before we had our kids. It was a different situation. Of course, I didn't have I had just the one responsibility that was different. Now that I have 2 other kids in the mix, it's hard for me to give.
It takes 2 to plan. It takes 2 to have kids.
It takes 2 to have kids, but it also takes 2 to have a conversation and for 2 to listen.
You felt like Ms. Black wasn't listening and wasn't communicating with you?
I feel like that she just made everything about her and then look at the other things around it of the other things that I am doing to make sure my family runs well, along with the little child support I have coming out my check from my other child.
So, Ms. Black, you felt neglected with all of these other things?
Yes, I'm still young. I see my friends and other people around at my same age, and they're literally traveling, just exploring the world with men that can provide for them and take care of them. And some of them do. First of all, I'm still 7 years in this relationship, no ring. So you think I'm still gonna be just a boyfriend?
Okay, so you're 7 years in a relationship, no ring, but 2 kids. Why have 2 kids if the relationship was contingent on a ring?
I mean, I'm not saying it's contingent on a ring. I'm just saying, like, for me to continue being, we're right now co-parenting.
Now, have you ever heard the phrase, comparison is the thief of joy?
Yes.
I heard you say you were comparing your life, comparing your relationship to other people's, and I could just see what you were describing. Their man is taking him here and there, and you're probably looking at all this social media nonsense.
Yeah.
It is absolutely ridiculous.
But granted, a lot of the friends that she does have, I don't know if all of them has kids, but when you have kids, things change. And I have been openly communicating with her about that too.
And so when she said, I've fallen out of love, I really want you to leave, you just said, okay?
At the time, yes.
And why is that?
Only because I just picked up my trucking career. I was on the road a lot, so I didn't really have time to come back and digest the things that was going on.
And so you quickly just had to move your things out.
Yes, my things was packed by the door by the time I got back from my trip.
We gave him, I gave him a week to just, you know, just making sure, just like maybe the feelings are just for now that maybe I'll just feel out of love him.
Let's rewind that. I gave you a week because you told me you fell in love with me. I didn't need a week. I know who I love. I know who I want.
Coming up.
What made you just give it away? If this is something that he uses, equipment he uses as a side hustle.
Well, let's clarify.
I'm talking, Mr. Arnold.
All right.
We're back with a dispute between Malik Arnold and his ex, Soraya Black, over DJ equipment and property damage.
So your point is you do love her.
I do love this woman.
And that's who you want to be with.
Yes, ma'am.
You're willing to accept the fact if she doesn't want to be with you, you'll just walk away.
Honestly, because it's not worth my stress and my time. You want to walk away, bye.
If it's not worth your stress, then how do you want to be with me if it's not worth your stress?
Because you can't be with somebody who wants to argue every little time about things that I came to you about repeatedly. We asked repeated questions. Hey, what can I do? What's going on? What's wrong?
And I told you things
and
that
what have I done to work on it? Let's put that out there.
Nothing.
Okay, sure.
You haven't done anything.
My kids ain't starving. They got a house over their head.
The kids, of course, the kids will be taken care of. I'm talking about me and you. It's kids and us together. We make up a whole relationship.
What
we
is
make up a whole family.
if he's taking care of his children, Ms. Black, what is your issue exactly?
In a woman's mind, we move on faster. Just even if we're still in a relationship, we move on mentally like months before we actually physically separate from the man.
So you had moved on?
Yeah.
All right. And so he left the home. The DJ equipment was still there. Where is the DJ equipment? Where was it?
The DJ equipment was on the patio.
All right.
Patio furniture.
And it was what, sitting on tables? Where was it?
It was sitting on the table. It was there just for 5 months. I told him by our contract, he was going to get his equipment.
5 months after he left?
Yes.
Where was it when he lived with you? Where was the DJ equipment kept when you all lived together?
On the patio.
On the same spot?
No. And when he lived in the house,
yes,
it was just in our room, set up, just in the studio room.
Okay, so in a room set up.
Yeah.
But then when he got ready to move, he put this DJ equipment on the patio.
Because I packed all his stuff, and then I guess I just put that on the patio.
So you put it on the patio?
No, ma'am, no.
When you moved the stuff?
This is what happened. My DJ equipment has a little weight to it. So what happened was after we had this little argument or whatever, I packed up my stuff and I put my DJ equipment on the patio. Now, what happened after that, I don't know. But I took my stuff out the room and I just put it on the patio, and then I went on my trucking route, and then I came back. The rest of my stuff was by the door. But I did put the DJ equipment on the patio.
Well, I was just about to say, you had just worked yourself. She had just worked you out of the potential countersuit, because if she put the DJ equipment on the patio in where it was, you couldn't possibly owe her any money for furniture damage because she put it there.
Sorry.
But you just testified
I put it on the patio.
So now the countersuit is still alive.
Okay.
And it's
still there, but I just want to say.
Back to leaving the DJ equipment. You left. Now, you get to a place where he hasn't come pick it up. What type of notice are you? Are you telling him, come get this, I'm going to give it away? What's happening?
I'm calling him, texting him just months, like almost every single day. Anytime I text him, he just
You
either
have
deflects.
evidence of those text messages?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me see them, please. And what are you saying at that time?
Basically, I'm just telling him, hey, whenever, just sending him reminders, hey, are you going to come pick up your stuff? And then he would just say, yeah, I'll get it soon, and I'll come again. And he'll be like, he tried to invite me out to lunch. I'm like, okay, lunch?
Why?
Like,
why did I invite you to lunch if you want to talk about lunch? You assume, see, Your Honor, this is one of the reasons why I don't care if she walks out my life, because she likes to make a lot of things about her. I asked her in those text messages, hey, do you want to come to lunch to talk about Malik's birthday party? Meaning, in that time, I was prepared to come and get my DJ equipment when I had the time and the space.
But you didn't show up, though.
I apologize.
So you're admitting you didn't show up when you said. I see the text messages.
Didn't show up.
She's saying, hey, come get it. You call her Love. She says, don't call me Love. I know I haven't gotten the DJ equipment. Just remember, we'd agreed you'd pick it up when you got your place.
And I got my place.
And I need it out by our son's birthday. Are you going to come get your stuff? She's asking you again. On and on and on and on.
And at that time, I'm on the road a lot. So the time that I didn't respond, I do apologize. I have no clue what I was doing.
But you have time to see your kids and take care of the kids.
My kids are more important.
But you don't have time.
Hold on. So you've been to the house to come see the kids.
Yes, ma'am.
You just would never get the trucking, the DJ equipment.
No.
But you were working as a truck driver.
Yes.
And then you got, how long ago did you get your place?
About 3 months after.
3 months after you broke up.
After it was over
and so, after you broke up, it took you 3 months to get your place.
Yes, ma'am.
At that time, the DJ equipment was there. How long after you got your place, after you got the place, did you find out that she gave it away?
When I got there for my son's party.
All right, so how long after you getting your place was your son's party?
About 2 months later.
So 2 months later?
Yeah.
Give or take.
So 60 days after he got his place. What made you just give it away? If this is something that he uses, equipment he uses as a side hustle.
Well, let's clarify.
I'm talking, Mr. Arnold.
All right.
Coming up.
How did the DJ equipment prevent you from moving on?
That's his stuff. That brings back memories. That patio, I use that place as a safe
brings
space.
Back a lot of memories too.
We're back with a dispute between Malik Arnold and his ex, Soraya Black, over DJ equipment and property damage.
Boy, when y'all come to court, y'all got to listen more than you speak. You don't understand. I'm trying to set up to make her have to explain why she would give away DJ equipment that helped you make your kids more money. It doesn't make sense. Why would you just give that away?
The 5 months that the DJ equipment has been sitting there, literally he's never used it. So how was that making money for?
What's he gonna do, DJ on your back porch?
He's gonna take that DJ equipment to use for his shows.
But how can he do shows and get that set up when he's trying to be in transition? Because out of the blue, you told him he needs to get out. A man that's been ousted from his home does need time to get himself together.
And I gave him that time.
So that 60 days of the DJ equipment was just too much.
You can't tell me one day out of those 60 days you couldn't come. Like I said, you already come to see your kids.
It's not the point that he could come, because he could have gotten the DJ equipment, yes, in the last 5 months. What I'm saying to you is, why was that bothering you so much?
Because I'm trying to move on.
And how did the DJ equipment prevent you from moving on?
That's his stuff. That brings back memories. That patio, I use that place as a safe space.
Patio brings back a lot of memories too.
So every time you go out there and his DJ equipment was there, you're trying to move on with your life, but his DJ equipment was constantly reminding you of him.
Yes, ma'am.
Coming up.
How much you sell it for?
For $500. I needed the money for our son's birthday party, because in the text messages I asked him that our son's birthday party will cost $600. And all he said is just to provide pizza.
What you need $600 for a 3-year-old for? He's 3.
And
getting some pizza and some ice cream.
Okay, hold on. Let's stay on track here.
We're back with a dispute between Malik Arnold and his ex, Soraya Black, over DJ equipment and property damage.
And why is it then you couldn't have it maybe put in a box and move to the garage and get it out of the patio?
I found out that my patio furniture was broken anyway from the DJ equipment.
Do you have a picture of the broken patio furniture?
I don't have the picture of the broken patio.
Do you have a receipt of what you paid for the patio furniture?
Yes, I have a receipt, and it's in there as well. I paid $400, and I told him that I sold his DJ equipment because it broke.
You sold it or you gave it away?
That's
I sold it.
My DJ equipment was worth.
How much you sell it for?
For $500.
And look how much it's worth.
I needed the money for our son's birthday party because in the text messages I asked him that our son's birthday party will cost $600. And all he said is just to provide
He's
pizza.
3. What you need 600 for a 3-year-old for? He's 3.
And
Get him some pizza and some ice cream.
Okay, hold on. Let's stay on track here, because now I see you didn't just throw it away or give it away. You sold it.
Yes, ma'am.
You sold it because you say you needed money for a 3-year-old's birthday party that pays $600.
Yes, ma'am.
So your logic as a mother of 2 kids under the age of 5 was, let me take this equipment that my ex, the father of my children, uses to make extra money for my children. Let me sell it for $500 when it's worth $800, and it could potentially earn us even more than $500 down the road.
But the thing is, I told him that I sold the equipment, and all he said was that it's okay, we'll talk about it later. He was not upset at all.
So you weren't upset about the DJ equipment being sold?
Not physically in the face. Mentally.
What?
Yeah, I said it, not physically in the face.
This is the most illogical story ever.
Judge Lake's verdict when We the People returns.
Mr. Arnold, you had DJ equipment worth $800.
Yes, ma'am.
Sold it for $500.
Yes, ma'am.
You can't get it back. Did you pawn it? Did you sell it?
I sold it.
Okay, so we can't get it back.
Let's go.
The furniture is worth $400. It's broken and you can't use it anymore. You have to throw the furniture out. All right, we're going to split the difference here. There's $800 of damage to you, $400 damage to her, judgment for the plaintiff for $400. But I need to say this before court is adjourned. This was an unnecessary issue. You all have 2 kids together. You should be able to have this conversation between each other and resolve these issues. There are going to be so many more issues that are huger than this that you're going to have to resolve as parents. You have to learn how to communicate. I'm done. I'm done. Judgment for the plaintiff for $400. And if you have something else to say, what you really need to do is direct whatever else you need to say to your co-parent and the woman you say you love, Ms. Black.
I'm trying to.
Would you like to?
I'm trying. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, after I say court is adjourned, you do that. Court is adjourned.
All rise.
Judge Lake has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant owes $400.
Speak your piece.
I just need to know one thing. Do you love me?
No.
No?
Why?
Because this is what I was going to do. I was going to ask you to marry me, but...
Why you so extra?
I'm not being extra. It's just that...
I guess.
Follow me out.